This is the last tent that we have to put up. It's this cute little tan tent. It is really cute, except it bucks like a bronco in the wind, and it's always windy out here. Instead of having 4 poles for legs, it's got 2. One that runs up one side, and one that runs up the other side, and then it's got a little T section right here. And as you can see, the pole, the T, and then a piece that goes all the way across the top. And it just bucks like mad. I don't care how many guy lines you put on it. I put extra guy lines on it. We had a table inside, and man, it just threw that table across the room, and everything on it was scattered everywhere. So we're trying to put it back behind here because the wind comes from the west and comes this way. So maybe if it's protected a little bit by the garage, and we're going to put the doorway right here. I don't know. I think it's still going to buck like a bronco. We'll see what we can do. Here it is, all laid out. First thing we're going to do is, I gotta find the roof line. Okay, here's the sleeve for the roof line, and then there's the other sleeve over there. So these go through this. These 2 on either side are going to go through the sleeves on the roof line and support the roof. And then this pole will stand up right in here to stand it up. And then we have the long roof line pole. And this has this cool little thing where you stretch this out and put a lot of tension on it. And then it's just got like two different positions for that. First sleeve. Insert the one, and then here's the second sleeve. Insert that one, and I don't know, this ties onto, I got a rope tied onto it. It ties onto a little thing on the bottom, I think. I'll have to undo this rope. And this is an extra rope that I did to try to add stability to it. It didn't help very much, but I guess I'll probably use them again this time too. Now, we're gonna take the long one right over on this side. It's hard to see because of the ropes in the way, but there's a little place for this to clip in right on the side there. Metal piece. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side. Alright, undo this, push it all the way in. Okay, clips on this side. Okay, that's clipped into place. There, okay, finally got that first notch. It's nice and taut. It's not really self-supporting, so you kind of need 2 people to put this up. But I don't know, let me give it a shot, see if I can just do it myself. Right here at the bottom, we have one of these pins. We're gonna pin that, and then we're gonna tie this. And then we gotta operate our guy. We gotta set our guy line somehow. It's gonna take 2 people. It takes 2 people to do this. So not only does this thing buck like a bronco in the wind, it's also not something that one person can set up. So that's kind of awkward as well. So take a little break, and then we'll get 2 people out here and try to set it up. Now we saw our neighbors. They got this custom little misting system over there, and it just mists real nice right there underneath the shade. So we decided to do our own system. Well, we blew out 2 hoses by just hooking one of these up, and we just set it for a nice little spray, so we keep our area nice and cool over here, and the wind just, you know, blows it right into the tent for us. It works really good. But after blowing out 2 hoses, well, here at Trainwreck Travel, we know how to make things work. So we clamped the top of this nice and tight so it don't spurt out the end. And I used a nice little needle, and we got our mist system. Took a little break to rehydrate, had some water, and I came out to the tent and left its home and is trying to make a break for it. I do have an assistant, but what I did was I kind of measured this out. I pegged down one corner of the floor, and I'm going to see if I can pull the other corner of the floor over to get it to stand up. Maybe one person can do this tent after all, but I'm afraid it's going to put a lot of strain on the tent, or if the wind kicks up, it's just going to... Okay. So yeah, it's standing up pretty straight.
Well, I'm holding over here though.
Oh, but...
like you said, if you'd done that other back side maybe.
So, I'm going to peg the other front down. And this ground feels kind of soft. Hopefully it's harder below. Nope, not really. It's kind of soft ground. Okay. And it is standing. So I guess I kind of lied. One person can do it, but you got to use a little ingenuity. Yesterday, the wind, it got not super bad, but kind of bad in the middle of the day. And it flipped this leg all the way into the tent. And this thing does not hold up well in the wind. I mean, yeah, it's been bucking a little bit. I got some extra securement. It's been okay for our bathroom, or for our shower room. But this thing, these legs keep coming out whenever it gets too windy. And you're supposed to like take it and tie it down where it just comes straight down the front and secure it to the ground during wind. But what an inconvenience, what a hassle. So this thing goes right in there, and put this back in place, and it feels nice and tight. So I don't know why it came out so easy. It feels pretty tight. But we had that problem previously with it too, that those legs, they flip out all the time. This thing, of course, is flailing about. Under fair weather conditions, this is one of the cutest tents we've ever seen. But the slightest bit of wind comes along and it's just all over the place. Basically, we hate this tent. It's a freaking nightmare to set up. It's a nightmare if the wind kicks up. I haven't tested it in rain. I think it'd do okay in rain if it wasn't stormy and windy. This thing's flailing all about. As for an additional quick review, oh look at it falling apart. Oh no, it actually broke. Huh, it just broke just now. I was out here just a couple minutes ago and it was fine. I hate this freaking tent. In fair weather, it's the cutest tent you'd ever want to see. As soon as the wind kicks up, it is a piece of I don't know, as long as the wind didn't blow, it'd probably be fine.
As you can see up in the corner, it's not actually standing on its own right now. It's tied to another tent. It's not really self-supporting. So this has been our review of the Flex Ridge tent. And our answer is gonna have to be a hard no. For one, it's not self-supporting, even when it's not broken. And you know, that actually comes up a lot. We couldn't use it in Needles, we couldn't use it in Lancaster because they're basically cement and you can't put 1,000 guy wires. And like we've shown and talked about, it cannot handle wind at all. And if you know somewhere that's not windy, please put it in the comments below and I'll be right there. Because it's windy everywhere. You can't have a tent that can't handle wind. So this is gonna be a hard no for us. Thanks for watching another Planet Wildlife tent review. Make sure you stay safe out there and above all, have fun.